My name is Kurt Nielsen. I teach at Malcolm Price Elementary School on the University of Northern Iowa campus. I teach 4th grade. I have previously taught 5th grade and 3rd grade in the public schools. The lesson I taught was creating a classroom belief statement, and the students were grouped into cooperative learning groups, and they were each given a word that's a guideline for success here at Price Lab. And each one of those guidelines was used to formulate a statement that they would all agree upon or come to consensus on. Once that was established, then our belief statement was formed. And that was basically in a nutshell what we were trying to do. In this lesson, the students should be able to work cooperatively together. At the end, I'm kind of assessing that. Number 2, they should be able to give a general understanding of the United States Bill of Rights and how it impacts us as we live daily. Number 3, I wanted the students to be able to use a consensogram that was on the board and come to consensus or an agreement of the statements that they created from each group. The national goal or standard was Standard 8 of the Civic Standards, and it deals with the government and how the government is representative of the people. And I wanted the students to grasp an understanding that what they were doing in the classroom was just what happened when the Bill of Rights was created back in 1794. Technology was used in the instruction because we used the mobile lab to connect the students wirelessly to the internet. And at that point, then we were able to go to websites that gave us information on the United States Bill of Rights. Along with that, we also found definitions to words using the Franklin Language Masters, which the kids were real enthused about using, and they can find the definition of Constitution or the Bill of Rights or whatever that they needed further information on. The assessment of this lesson will be an ongoing one throughout the school year. Because this was focused on building this belief statement, Bill of Rights for the kids, we will use that as our classroom management plan in the classroom, and so we'll be constantly referring back to that throughout the school year. I believe this will become more evident as we go through the school year. Since we're going to use our belief statement as part of our management plan for our class, I think that I will see it'll become more evident as the year goes on who grasps these concepts and who doesn't, and what learning will take place in the classroom throughout the year. I think the students were most successful in meeting the learning goal of working together and gaining consensus. Those 2 goals were really the main focus of the lesson, that I wanted to see how the students could work cooperatively with each other. What kinds of concessions would they make? What kinds of compliments would they give each other? And we did witness some of those things happening. So I think those were the things that really stuck out as the learning goals that were attained. I always send home a weekly newsletter on Friday with the parents, and I also have that posted on my website. I make frequent phone calls to parents. I email parents. Those aren't necessarily real creative. However, I think the timing is what's important. And we need to call parents when kids are doing well, catching them doing well, and when kids are not doing well, we need to inform parents of that too. But if we can have that ratio 3 to 1, good calls to 1 not so good, then I think we're doing pretty well. I'm trying to get my parents to look at the website more. And once they can start doing that, I think our communication can get even more developed. They can be more informed of what's going on with their child at school and what their child's class is doing.